Hello and greetings. This is Sandy Stargazer from the International Metaphysical Ministry working here on the Mid-North Coast. This is a weekly reading for our air signs, week starting the 3rd of the 8th, 2020. So this is for our Geminis, our Librans, and our Aquarians. This is for our Geminis, our Librans, and our Aquarians. We're going to start off by just getting 7 cards out. First card, 3 of Water, 3 of Cups in the traditional deck. Second card, Ace of Fire. So you're going to be celebrating an exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Third card for our lovely air signs is the 6 of Fire. Definitely career advancement is on the horizon for you. Fourth card, Study. Seems like that card came up for everybody. Fifth card, 8 of Water. Walking away from a situation. Desire to move on, search for something more meaningful. Spiritual, emotional growth. Sixth card, is the Balance. Most of the other signs got Balance this week as well, and most of you other signs got Water. Got Mr. Piscean, Cancerian, Scorpio. Usually a Pisces. This card represents a Pisces. So you've got a celebration this week, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, the need to have more fun, as represented by the 3 of Water. This celebration is actually going to be involving an opportunity which should be presenting itself to you. It's an opportunity for growth, career advancement, and it will enable you to change your life now. It is going to be a victory won for you. Great news is on the way. Good news is on the way. Public recognition or awards. So you'll be receiving public recognition or awards. And your skilled work will be rewarded. There is learning involved here as well. You're going to be leaving one team and actually moving on to actually working with another. Could be leaving one workplace to go work for another. But there's a sense that you'll actually be leaving people behind, something behind. You will need to be patient with yourself at this time. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So you will need to be a little bit patient because there may be delays regarding this Piscean who you'll be working with. Open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work, trustworthy, compassionate, respected and cultured gentlemen. Very deep emotions, but sometimes finds it difficult to communicate what he's feeling. So it's going to be a good working week for you. Lovely air signs. Receive an invitation to a social event. A person enters your life, a relationship develops to a new phase and heightened psychic abilities. Can represent a young person who's a water sign, intuitive, sensitive, artistic and friendly. You have a lot of inner strength. You have a lot of inner strength, air signs. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So you could be receiving an apology this week also. There's also a prominent woman in your life this week who will be an earth sign. So she's either a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. More than likely a Virgo. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner, especially when walking away from the team that you're currently working with. You may need to actually have a bit of diplomacy about you. But highlighted for you this week is relationships, in particular working relationships. Right, the Ten of Water, happy, contented, rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met in trustworthy relationships. So perhaps this person who's a water sign, so Cancerian, Scorpio, or Pisces, is a very trustworthy person. And it says here trustworthy relationships, and it says on this card that they're a trustworthy person. So this card represents Scorpio as well. So they could have an element of Scorpio in their chart. If they're not a Scorpio, they could have an element of Scorpio in their chart. But it's definitely the end of one situation and the beginning of a new one. So you should be seeing transitions to do with career and relationships. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So maybe time for you to move in a new direction. And you've probably been feeling it for a while. Now these cards are quite balanced. You've got quite a lot of water. You've got quite a lot of water that's come out. You've got 6 water, 2 earth, and 2 fire. So it's a balanced week. You're not really in your head all that much, but the major arcana cards that have mainly come out for you are strength, release, and balance. So you may need to keep your feet planted on the ground and keep your wits about you. Make sure that everything's in balance and moderation this week, because you will be saying goodbye to a few people, and there may be heightened senses of emotions taking place. So you may need to actually just ground yourself. But you're in a very strong position, air signs. Strong position indeed. Going to be very happy with your Emperor, who is an earth sign. This is a message for just a small few of you. Some of you have an Emperor in your life. You're going to be very happy. This is the happiness card, the joy card, the joy, peace and prosperity card. So it says a happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. This is an earth sign, typically a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, but typically a Capricorn, but can be a Taurus or a Virgo. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So that's just a message for a small group of you. Your relationship with your Emperor, and you're the Empress, of course. You got the Page of Earth. Exciting news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study for you. So things are pretty well balanced for you this week. No overly over the top sort of shenanigans happening, other than the fact that you're going to be leaving one team and moving on to another. And this woman will be quite prominent. She's an earth sign, probably a Virgo. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Very thoughtful, creative, warm and sensible person. I'm seeing the letter P to do with that. I'm seeing the letters P and O. So you are a guiding light unto others, and you actually are going to be moving into a period where you'll be doing a lot more meditation, meditative practices. I don't see it happening this week because you will be busy doing other things, but just remember to take time out for yourself. 5 minutes a day is good. Get off that roundabout, off that merry-go-round. This can sometimes represent that you've experienced losses in your life or that you're going to experience losses, but don't fear that because things are moving in a positive direction for you. It just means that your plans may need revision. There's more going on than meets the eye at the moment. And you have renewal. You have renewal. So this is an awakening card. So I may need to just pause. Review and evaluate a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So yeah, we know that from moving one team to another team, you're going to be working on a new project very soon. So you'll be preparing for that. An important achievement, self-discipline. Balancing those positive and negative polarities to drive your life forward. Public recognition, willpower. Perhaps buying a new vehicle. For some of you, there'll be a lot of travel on the road over the next week. So just keep your wits about you while on the road. Particularly when you have this card and these cards together, because that can represent a loss on the road, like an accident of some sort, where maybe you lose your vehicle or you lose your license if you're drink driving. You've got the Two of Earth there. Too much going on at once and need to make a decision, consider a more careful approach. And you've got a policeman there too. So that's just for a small few of you air signs. Do please follow the road rules and don't drink and drive. For those of you out there that are listening, because some of you may be losing your licenses this week, unfortunately, if you do the wrong thing. And he'll come in fast, that policeman too, so maybe a speeding fine. Bit of study coming up for you, bit of learning. Perhaps you're doing a bit of research for a project that you're working on. It's going to be victorious. Victory, good news is on the way, public recognition or awards. So some of you will be receiving awards and public recognition, getting new jobs, moving on to new teams, working on new projects. Some of you will if you don't abide by the road rules, you could actually be losing your license or losing some money through a hefty speeding fine or something like that. The woman that's a Virgo, her letter, one of her initials is the letter P, or Paula, or something like that. There's that policeman again coming in. Prince Charming, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed, take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. But he came out before when you received the seven of air and the Chariot, which is losses. So that's a speeding fine of some sort. Events moving at a great pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. Unity, tried and tested methods. Pillars of society, following traditional viewpoints. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organisations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Working with people from a whole range of different backgrounds as represented by the different bubbles in the actual cards. So do bear in mind that this reading is general in nature only. It may or may not have resonated with you today. If it's resonated, that's great. Take what's resonated and use it. If it hasn't resonated, then just move on to something else. Nothing in this reading constitutes medical or legal advice. So for medical or legal advice, you will need to consult a doctor or a lawyer. You're in hope of something. There's something that you've been hoping for a while. Happy times are ahead. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. You've got many people coming together for a celebration in the not too distant future. This is going to be a very strong period for you where your inner strength will shine. And relationships are definitely highlighted for you. A relationship continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. You will need to use your intuition this week, being the 3rd of the 8th, 2020. This is a card of intuition. It says your intuition's spot on at the moment, so you should trust it. Also, there's esoteric knowledge represented by the book that you can tap into to sort of manifest what it is that you're looking for out of life. It says listen to your intuition, have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. So making sure that you're really considering what you do before you do it this week. Please, air signs, Geminis, Librans and Aquarians, really thinking through things before you act. Otherwise, you could have a Tower moment. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. More information on the Tower moment. Life experience. You're definitely going to be learning your lesson on this one. Okay? So just making sure that you're thinking things through carefully. You're not breaking any of the road rules. And you've got a lot to look forward to when it comes to your career and moving on to working on a new project with a new team. Few tears as you leave behind the old team. Few tears, but that's okay. Because you've got a happy and rewarding family life available to you. Very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. You've gone through an awakening. You're looking at things from a very different perspective. You have a temporary standstill at the moment, but it's important to be yourself. You are a shining light unto others, so spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching and self-discovery. If you'd like a free reading with me, you can get one by emailing me your details at sandystargazer711@gmail.com. That's Sandy with an IE. You can also find me on Facebook at Inspirational Messages at facebook.com, and I'm on Instagram as Sandy Stargazer, SandiEStargazer. I'm doing free readings at the moment, but they won't last forever. Balance. It's all about balance and moderation. Balance and moderation. The need to balance and moderation, cooperation, compromise, wait for perfect timing. So things are moving ahead for you this week and next. And over the coming months, I'm sure we'll see some amazing developments for you. I'm Sandy Stargazer. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. Have a good week. Bye.